Hey, it's Clay Trader, and this will be a video chart on ticker symbol DGAZ. We will take a look at the 30-minute time frame. Real quick, what do I mean by 30-minute in case maybe you're new to charts? Instead of each one of these candlesticks representing 1 day's worth of price action, which is what you would normally see, each one represents 30 minutes. So while this may look like several days worth of time right here, it's actually just today's price action broken down into 30-minute time slices. I like to do this time frame. I think does a good job of telling the quote-unquote story of the price, and then makes mapping out where levels of support and resistance a bit easier to see. And going back to the whole 30-minute thing, case in point right here, check out the final 30 minutes of the day, which is represented by that volume bar. Big old volume came in during the final 30 minutes, and then you can see nice green candle form during that final 30 minutes. So, in fact, essentially the whole late afternoon, the price bottomed out here and then started to kind of round back up and head back upward. So the question, and this is not like I don't want to come across like this is some sort of secret discovery on my part, nothing like that. But anybody that uses charts, the question now is this this move the start of something bigger? I mean, is it going to get some sort of continuation, or is this just kind of some knee-jerk reaction, dead cat bounce type move? I have no idea, but like I said, using charts, we can make answering those questions easier to see. And in my mind, a lot of it revolves around this area right here, which would be a key level of support at $3.75. Why is $3.75 so important? Well, for the simple reason, movements with true strength, with genuine power, the price is going to progress forward. The price is not going to go back to where it was. I'm assuming you're saying, hey, thanks, Captain Obvious. Of course, a price movement with true power is not going to go back to where it was. So think about 375, again, that green line. Any sort of closes below it, or if the price separates to the downside, what is that doing to the price? Well, that's putting the price right back to within this range where it already was. Again, going back, not a sign of true strength. Whereas if the price pulls back here a little bit, bounces around, and then heads back up, at that point in time, what would you have? Well, you'd have a set of lows right here. You'd have this set of lows over here. And, albeit small, they'd still be going in the upwards direction. I don't think I used that word right. Albeit, A-L-B-E-I-T. I think that's the word I'm supposed to use. Anyways, good thing I just trade stocks and I'm not some sort of English major. So, point here, not, the English vocabulary, but 375, very revealing level, because it's going to tell us whether or not the price is making progress or if the price is just simply going back to where it was. Now, what about levels of resistance? If this move's going to continue upwards, where are some of these potential battlegrounds at? First key battleground and keep an eye on is just, the highs from the initial 30 minutes, which sits up there at about $3.93. And the next key overall level of resistance to keep an eye on is going to be that purple line right there, which is the 50-period simple moving average. But before you start, thinking about doing battle and trying to break above that 50-period, first level, right here around the $3.93 level. So no doubt about it, final 30 minutes, very, very interesting. So we'll see if the bulls can build upon this strength going forward. One of the most popular questions I get is, hey, Clay, how do you find the ETFs and stocks that you trade? So what I've done is put together this free resource guide where I talk about the tools that I use to locate ETFs and stocks that I find interesting and think may have potential. So if that sounds like something that could add value to you as a trader, then by all means, click right there to get access to the guide. The guide itself is very short and to the point, and like I say, it is free. Thanks for watching. Have a good one.